Good morning and a very warm welcome. You're watching Janata Television and this is the English Bulletin with me, Sushant Dhakal. The top stories first. UML reshuffles parliamentary committee members, claims a stake as the largest party in the parliament. Lower house meeting to take place today afternoon. Opposition parties accuse government of not giving any business to the parliament. Government confirms 303 new cases of coronavirus. Active cases climb above 2,900. India bans export of remdesivir. Coronavirus cases continue to surge. And Manchester United dent Spurs' hope of top 4 finish. Trail Premier League leaders City by 11 points. And now the news in detail. CPN UML Chairman KP Sharma Oli has reshuffled the responsibilities of party leaders included in the parliamentary committees. Chairman Oli decided to change the roles and responsibilities of the leaders in the wake of the Supreme Court verdict on March 7th that makes UML the largest party in the parliament. Oli urged that the responsibilities given to the party leaders must be in accordance to the size and structure of the party. The UML has recommended its leaders Khagaraj Adhikari, Krishna Bhakta Pokhrel, Sher Bahadur Tamang, Lal Bahadur Thapa, Bishal Bhatrai and Santa Chaudhary to be included in the Work Execution and Consultation Committee. Meanwhile, PM Oli has appointed Neeru Devi Pal, Khagaraj Adhikari, Bishal Bhatrai, Santa Chaudhary and Rajendra Rai as members of the Parliamentary Hearings Committee. UML leaders Gokul Baskota and Rajendra Gautam have been recommended for the Public Accounts Committee. Meanwhile, Maoist Centre Chairman Pushpa Kamal Dahal has claimed that they will soon topple the Oli government. The House of Representatives meeting is being held today afternoon. The government has called the lower house meeting for 1 p.m. today afternoon at the Parliament building in New Baneshwar. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli is scheduled to present the annual report of the National Information Commission during today's meeting. The opposition parties have been accusing the government of not giving any business to the Parliament. On the other hand, the ruling party has been complaining about the role of the Speaker. The government yesterday confirmed 303 new cases of coronavirus across the country. Following the latest round of tests, the total cases of coronavirus in the country have climbed to 280,028, while the number of active cases has increased to 2,961. The number of active cases was 2,800 a day ago. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, altogether 274,027 infected persons have recovered from the disease in the country so far. The death toll from coronavirus has climbed to 3,040 following the death of one more patient yesterday. Nepal is currently among the top 54 countries that have been most affected by the pandemic. The USA tops the list with over 31.91 million confirmed cases, followed by Brazil with over 13.52 million cases. Coronavirus has infected more than 136.62 million people across the world and claimed 2.94 million lives. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back after the break. We continue with other national news. The government is preparing to open more mountains for expedition. The Tourism Ministry is making necessary preparations to open the mountains after conducting proper study and consultations with concerned businessmen, a report.
Tourism entrepreneurs and mountaineering companies have welcomed the announcement made by Minister of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation Bhanubhakta Thakal to open more mountains for climbing. Speaking at the 30th General Assembly of the Nepal Mountaineering Association, Minister Thakal said that only 27 mountains have been allowed to climb so far, and there will be no problem in opening more mountains if the businessmen are ready. During the program, stakeholders involved in mountaineering business complained that the tourism sector have become exhausted due to coronavirus pandemic. They demanded the government to bring various relief programs to uplift the tourism sector. Meanwhile, Secretary at the Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, Yadav Prasad Koirala, accused the entrepreneurs for not being able to play an effective role in the development of tourism sector. He said that the entrepreneurs should focus on construction of physical infrastructure for the development of tourism industry. During the General Assembly, NMA felicitated various individuals and organizations to have contributed to the tourism and mountaineering sector.
And now the news from the economic front. Manokamna Cable Car has resumed operations from today. Manokamna Darshan Private Limited has issued a notice stating that the technical work of its first phase was completed 1 day ahead of the scheduled time. Foreign technicians had been working on the cable car, which has been shut down for maintenance since April 5th. Manokamna Cable Car, which came into operation on November 24, 1998, is completing 23 years and is starting to operate with new technology. The company has said it needed to upgrade the technology to bring down the cost of operation. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back, and now the international news. India on Sunday banned the export of antiviral drug remdesivir and its active pharmaceutical ingredients as demand rocketed due to a record surge in COVID-19 infections. According to Reuters, this has led to a crippling shortage of the drug in many parts of the country. Authorities have blamed the ferocious resurgence of the virus mainly on crowding and a reluctance to wear masks. Still, religious gatherings have continued, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah have themselves addressed election campaigns attended by tens of thousands of people, many without masks and hardly any following social distancing. As new COVID-19 cases surged to 152,879 on Sunday, the sixth record rise in 7 days, relatives of patients made a kilometer-long queue to buy remdesivir outside a big hospital in the western state of Gujarat. In addition to the remdesivir ban, till the situation improves, the Health Ministry said that manufacturers had been asked to step up supplies. The World Health Organization in November issued a conditional recommendation against the use of remdesivir in hospitalized patients, saying there was no evidence that the drug improved survival and other outcomes, but many countries, including India, have continued its use. You're watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Manchester United inflicted further damage to Tottenham's hopes of making the Premier League's top four as they came from behind to secure a fully deserved victory. Spurs went into this game knowing victory would keep them in touch with the Champions League places, but another drab performance led to what could be an expensive defeat. Edinson Cavani thought he had given United a first-half lead with a smooth finish from Paul Pogba's pass, but the goal was controversially ruled out by referee Chris Cavan following a video assistant referee consultation. United's sense of injustice was increased when Son Heung-min put Spurs ahead before the break, but the visitors recovered impressively for a win that leaves them 11 points behind leaders Manchester City with a game in hand. Cavani finally got the well-deserved goal with 11 minutes left when he launched himself to head beyond Spurs keeper Hugo Lloris from substitute Mason Greenwood's cross. Greenwood completed the formalities with virtually the last kick of the game. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin, and the headlines once again. UML reshuffles parliamentary committee members, claims stake as the largest party in the parliament. Lower House meeting to take place today afternoon. Opposition parties accuse government of not giving any business to the parliament. Government confirms 303 new cases of coronavirus. Active cases climb above 2,900. India bans export of remdesivir. Coronavirus cases continue to surge. And Manchester United dent Spurs' hope of top 4 finish. Trail Premier League leaders City by 11 points. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.